We've got some friends over tonight. We are going to make some pizza. I made some dough using my Polish recipe that is available on my blog. Actually only made the Polish last night, and already, as you can see from the bubbles here, we've got some very well fermented pizza dough that has a lot of flavour in it. This is going to give us a nice airy crust, kind of a chewy texture, yet crispy as well, because it's going to be cooked very, very quickly. So all we need to do is kind of form the crust, and once we get it up to a point where we can actually pick it up, we need to use our knuckles and let gravity start to do the work. That starts to stretch out the dough. As you can see there, we're stretching it out nicely. That's going to give us a nice thin Neapolitan style pizza. So this one we're going to put a little bit of pepperoni onto as well. So we're going to start off with some tomato sauce, of course, which is what you need to do. So I think we've got to a point where I'm pretty happy with the dough, with how it's stretched out. I'm going to just drop it back down on this here. So we want it not to stick, but we also don't want to have too much flour on the base, because if we've got too much flour on the base, it's going to burn in the oven. So I'm just using a little bit of semolina here as well to make sure that it doesn't stick. I'm going to drop it back down here. So I have got some tomato sauce here. When I say tomato sauce, I mean some San Marzano tomatoes. If you want to make a margherita pizza, by law in Naples, you need to use San Marzano tomatoes. They can be difficult to get in Ireland, but you can actually get these ones in Super Value, 150, maybe €2 for a tin of San Marzano tomatoes. And all you got to do is basically just blitz them up in a blender. Here we've got some pecorino. So this is a cheese that is made from sheep's milk, and we're just going to put a generous grating of that over it here. Okay, perfect. Next up, we're going to need some mozzarella. And this is just some mozzarella that I've been drying out on some kitchen paper here. And we're just going to layer it over here. Just gently on top of it. Quite wet, this particular mozzarella, so it's really important to dry it out on some paper towels. Okay. Now that we've done that, I'm going to get some pepperoni. And I'm just going to layer the pepperoni kind of almost in the spaces between where the mozzarella is, around like this. So it's around the edges, and then we just need a few more pieces in here, in through the center. Okay, so just a small bit of semolina onto the pizza peel. Again, we don't want it to stick. But it's trying to find that balance, because we don't want too much either. If there's too much, it's going to burn. We just quickly move it onto the peel. Got to move pretty quickly now. Rearrange everything that we have here. We give it a little shake, and you can see that it's shaking here. We don't want to leave it too long, so let's go out to the pizza oven, get it into the oven. Okay, so our oven has been heating up. We're at 420, 410, 420. Time to launch the pizza. Okay. That's it. So we've got our pizza peel here, and we are almost ready to start turning our pizza in the oven. So we want to heat the peel a little bit because we don't want the peel to be cold when we're trying to move it around. Down underneath, right under it, and start to turn it around like that. You see that the pepperoni is starting to char up at the top, starting to burn a little bit, which is really, really nice. And starting to release the oils of the pepperoni into the mozzarella, into the San Marzano tomatoes, and really starting to form this pizza very, very nicely. Okay, just a couple more turns here. This oven is very hot, so there's not much left to do. So I think about another 10 seconds and we're pretty much good to go. We are good. Let's go. So our pizza is just out, but we do need a couple of finishing touches to our pizza. So one thing that a pizza is never really complete without is some Parmesan cheese. So Parmigiano over the top. Let's be generous with it. And I think it's never any harm to add just a few leaves of fresh basil as well. Doesn't matter if there's a little bit of a stalk there. I think that adds a really nice flavour to it. And that's it.